Well, after selling 4 million copies in its first 3 days and becoming Sony's fastest selling exclusive game, The Last of Us Part 2's numbers have plummeted 80%. Let's get into this, shall we? The Last of Us Part 2 sold around 4 million copies in its first 3 days. That's what I said. With that number, the game became that rhyme. Don't hate to play, hate the game. Bars! I messed up my own thing. Anyway, the fastest selling game for the PS4. Its sales, however, have dropped 80% week on week, which is a huge fall, but not unusual. Oh, okay. The figures are for the United Kingdom, as compiled by GfK. Keep in mind, these are based on boxed sales only, and not digital sales figures. Although The Last of Us Part 2 was the #1 game last week, the game's sales dropped by a huge margin. The game has topped the UK charts for 2 consecutive weeks for now, but it's likely to lose its place next week. As GameIndustry.biz mentions, although 80% is a huge fall, it's not unusual for a game that sold so well during its first week. Sorry, it's just making me laugh because I know about all the massive returns too. And I saw a video where a guy was talking about how in Japan they hate it, and like it's just like you can find pages and pages and pages and pages of people selling their used copies. Like they're not holding on to them; they're just trying to hawk them as fast as possible. To compare the figures, Uncharted 4, another Naughty Dog game, saw a 78% drop in sales during its second week. In contrast, Marvel's Spider-Man box sales dropped by 42%. Well, that's not that much. That's much different in its second week. And God of War saw a 35% fall in sales. Okay, look, let me tell you something. 78% and 80% is not in the ballpark of 35 or 42%. Days Gone, on the other hand, saw a 60% drop. So that was closer to that. That really puts it in perspective, doesn't it? That really puts it in perspective. I don't know. Yeah. Spider-Man, that got Game of the Year, didn't it? Didn't it? And God of War got Game of the Year, right? I think so, right? Yeah. I think. Editor's note. I added more comparisons based on the feedback of Dark Titan Enterprises in the original article. I just mentioned what GI.biz wrote about Uncharted 4. More sales figures will help you analyze the data, and The Last of Us Part 2 sales even better. Interestingly, though, people haven't played the first Last of Us game. People who haven't played the first Last of Us game, are buying the game rapidly. Yeah, that's what I figured. I told y'all that the other day, that it'd probably be a much better experience for someone who's never played the first game. Last of Us Remastered for the PS4 saw an 82% rise in sales week on week. So a lot of people want to play the first one probably before jumping on the second one. That's what I'm assuming. The Last of Us Part 2 is the #1 game in the UK last week. The Last of Us Remastered was number 9. Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. I need to do another Last of Us video too, because I didn't do one yesterday. I was busy with a lot of stuff. I told you if you harass me in the comments about doing The Last of Us Part 2 videos, I'm just going to do one the next day. So I have to re-up. And do another one. Okay, so wait for that. All right, so it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm going to continue to follow gaming and gaming news and sales as it comes to me. You understand that? Post comments down below. Let me know what you thought, though. And if you enjoyed my video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share.